It's Brenda Quintana coming to you from the Beehive. I am here on an unusual day. I usually don't do a Facebook Live on Thursday afternoon, but this morning I posted these cute little favors. See these little guys right here? They're using a bundle called A Little Wild, and they have a little Hershey's Kiss inside. And I posted these little favors on a demonstrator board. And hello, Cindy Lee. I posted them on a demonstrator board, and someone was like, well, it's really hard to find kisses here in the UK. How about Rolos? So I made these with Rolos, and I just remembered I have Rolos in the freezer right now, which is the best way to use Rolos, actually. So I will have to run to the kitchen for a moment in a second to go get my frozen Rolos, which I forgot. But I just want to show you how to make them with a Rolo instead. And so it looks kind of the same from the front, but when you turn it, there's a Rolo inside. And so you'll see with a Kiss right here, it's more of a pointed thing, and with a Rolo, it's square. So it's a little bit different of a look. I suppose you could do it pointy as well with the Rolo, but what I like about this little enclosure is that the Rolo can actually slide out of here and you don't have to use any adhesive. So I kind of like creating a little enclosure for the Rolo rather than having to adhere them in. So this is the way I'm going to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Hello, Janine. Oh, she just happened to come across me. Janine usually joins me on Tuesday morning, and this is just really impromptu. And I just want to give a shout out to Leslie Lendon. She was the UK demonstrator who suggested I try this with Rolos. Actually, she just suggested you could do it with Rolos, but I knew you would have to alter the measurements a little bit, so I just wanted to give you guys those measurements. So let me grab, I'm gonna have to turn my camera around, so just give me a second to do that. Let me just turn you guys around, looking at my ceiling. Okay, there we go. So this is the bundle, A Little Wild. This is the stamp set, and these are called the Little Loves Framelits, and that's what you use to create these. My video tutorial this morning for the Kiss, the Hershey's Kiss rendition, goes into a little bit more detail about how to stamp and cut all of these. Today I'm just going to show you how to create the base for the Rolo and show you a couple of differences that you need to be aware of when you're using Rolos. So you're going to need your Simply Scored scoring board, and first we're going to create the little case that the Rolo goes in. So you're going to need a strip of cardstock, and this one here, I'm going to do the bear. So this one here, the strip is 3 3/4 inches by 1 inch, and then we're going to pop it up at the top of our scoring board, and we're going to score it at the 7/8 inch mark, the 1.5 inch mark, the 2 1/4 inch mark, and the 2 7/8 inch mark. I'm going to put those afterwards. I'm going to create a blog post, and I will post it tomorrow, and I'll have all the measurements on here. But just once again, if you didn't catch that, the strip is 3 3/4 by 1 inch, and you score at 7/8, 1.5, 2 1/4, and 2 7/8. So the strip, you just fold it like you would normally. Cindy Lee said she just woke up, so she didn't realize I was live. Well, you just fold the strip along the score line. I'm glad you're awake now, Cindy Lee. You just fold it inward along all the score lines, and then you're going to take some Tombow and just pick one of the end segments. They're exactly the same size, so it doesn't matter which end segment you choose. And then you just bring it together. And this creates this kind of piece right here, you know, this little pocket for the Rolo to fit in. So I guess we could do this without Rolos. I was going to go grab my frozen Rolos in the fridge, but I have to run across the the house for a second, and I have to leave you guys here with the camera all alone. We can do it without the Rolo in it. Let's just do it without the Rolo. So pretend I have stuck a Rolo in here. The best way to do them is if you freeze them, because sometimes it's hard to get them into a little pocket if they're not frozen, because they get the caramel on the inside makes them a little squishy. So I would freeze them, especially this time of year. If you're in North America, you're in summer mode. So so then anyway, you've got your little bear, and I showed you how to do that on the other video with the Hershey's Kisses, and I've got him ready. And so you're just gonna make sure when you put the Rolo in, there's the Rolos have like a definite side to them, like the bottom. You're gonna wanna make sure the bottom matches up with this doubled over side. So, and that will be your bottom, this double over side. So when you're gluing, just keep that in mind. That is going to be the bottom. So then you're gonna pick one of the other sides, and I'm just gonna put some Tombow along that first side, and I'll line up my bear like this. And then I'll come over to the other side. Hello, Anya. And I'm gonna just put some Tombow on the other side, and we'll just finish it off like that. And so this little attachment at the top is going to keep this the triangle form. So you definitely need to retain that little ear connection up at the top, and then you would just slide your frozen Rolo in there. Now the difference, again, you know, you're gonna have your bear's a little fatter, right, compared to the Kiss one. It's going to be just a little bit fatter. So there's just a little bit different look when you're doing a Rolo. So I wanted to show you also how to do the elephant, because the elephant is cut a little differently. So it's connected on the side. So when you create it and color it, you know, you'll do everything the same, but you're going to cut off the little tag at the top, which I've already done, and then you're going to cut between the ears, okay? And there's no, you have to do that, because you can't have that connected. It will look funny for the Rolo. It just won't work. So what we're gonna have to do is, because the Rolo, you know, it kind of bows out more than the Kiss, we're gonna have to create a special connector for the top for the elephant. So I'm just gonna show you how to do that. So bring back my scoring board real quick. Pop off these markers. So I'm going to put the score marker at the 3 1/4 inch mark, and I'm just going to create myself a little tab. This piece is 1.5 inches by 1/2 inch, and this is just going to create our little connector, and I'm going to score it in half at the 3 1/4 inch mark. Okay, so bring back my little elephants now. Okay, so we're just going to connect these up at the top. So fold your little connector piece in half, and then we'll just put some Tombow on this piece, and we're going to glue that. I'll show you. I'll flip it around in a second. Sorry, did I go off camera? I may have gone off camera. Okay, so this is the front, and see, this is the back, and I've got this little folded piece right here, because the other ones have a connector piece up at the top, so it's going to keep them together. But the elephants, if I glued them, there wouldn't be enough cardstock to glue right up at the top, because it bows out too much with the Kiss. So then you just flip this to the back, and you're going to put Tombow on that side, and then you'll bring your back half of the elephant, and you'll just line him up. Just hold it down for a few seconds, make sure you've got a good seal. And now you've got like a connection, just like you did for the other ones, right? You've got, you know, that A fold, right? And then you've got, pretend there's a Rolo in here, because I forgot my Rolos in the freezer. But pretend there's a Rolo right here. And remember, the doubled over side is the bottom, okay? Because you want the fat side of the Rolo down. And then you're going to come over to one of the sides and put Tombow on one of the sides. And you're going to stick your front of your elephant on there. Okay, and then just flip it to the back and put Tombow on the back side, and then you can bring this around and glue it to the back. And that way, like with the Kiss, we were able to just, you know, glue the top because, you know, of the way it angled in. But this, it becomes too fat. And you could see like how that would be really hard to get that to pinch up at the top and hold, because there's would be so much stress up at the top here that it wouldn't do a good job. I'm glad you like the stamp set, Mary Kay. I love it too. When I saw it, I had to get it because I knew I could do some cuteness with it. So basically, you know, if you're looking at it like this, this one on the left, here's my Kiss, and this one would be my Rolo. And you can just slip the Rolo in really easily. Okay, I'm gonna go run get my Rolos. If you guys don't mind, just give me 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I hate having to do that, but sometimes I forget things. So here is my Rolo. It's frozen, so you can just slip it in like that. Frozen Rolos are so much easier to deal with, so just keep that in mind. And then where is my little bear? And the bear, you can just slip your Rolo in like that too. So it creates a little space without having to glue it in. So oh yeah, Cindy Lee, wrapped Rolos in Canada are really hard to find, I think. I don't know if you can find them in Canada, to be honest, but you can use the Kisses. So, you know, unfortunately, some countries don't have things like the UK. I think you can get wrapped Rolos, and maybe even in Australia. So this is like an alternative thing that you can do. So, you know, just the difference, you know, we've got a Rolo and a Kiss. They look just a little bit different. I probably have a little preference for the Kisses because I like the way it angles up at the top like that. But, you know, if you only have Rolos in your country, you can do it with Rolos. And here's the difference, you know, versus the elephant, Hershey's, Kiss, and Rolo. And here's the difference between the lion, the Kiss, and the Rolo. So there you go. That's how I would do the Rolos. And like I said, I'm going to post, let me turn you guys around one more time. Okay, let me sit down. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I will post this on my blog tomorrow, maybe with a photo, just a quick photo and some measurements for you. And this will also post to my Facebook page afterwards. I'll make sure it posts there, and then I'll load it up to YouTube too, so you can have it for reference purposes if you want to do the Rolos instead of the Kisses. And the Kisses, the Kiss video is already live on my blog right now, so you can go look it up, and I show how to stamp and cut everything, and how I colored everything. And so the Kiss one is already good to go. We just need to load up the Rolos one so you can see how I did that. So anyway, I hope you guys all have a sunny, wonderful afternoon. It's beautiful out here today. I shouldn't be in my craft room, but I am. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.